should quit my job, I should not. I should quit my job, I should not. Purpose, 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 purpose. All right. I'm in my beautiful Switzerland, and I thought I would film here, where I'm from, where my story started in a way. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and if you didn't see my last video, I used to be a software engineer, and I recently changed and followed my dream to become a chef. Now, it's been a big journey, and the reason I've been starting this channel is because I want to share the steps that have gone into making that decision, the journey itself, and yeah, my hope and my goal for this channel is that it empower people to really follow what they love, to do that without fear, and that they might have a live story of someone who has already done it, so that they know that even the scary parts are normal, and the things that can intimidate you are always going to be there, but you have the choice whether they stop you or not. One of the biggest things I thought about before switching career was purpose. I think it's a very mainstream idea to be encouraged to find your life's purpose and to follow that and do it without compromise. And before I changed career, it was something that I thought a lot about, and I was very, I really wanted to find my life's purpose. I wanted to have something that I would follow unwaveringly. And it kind of became this holy grail, as if it was something that I had to find. It's something that I think today is given this intimidating and almost unattainable status. If you've ever felt like you want to find your life purpose, hopefully this video will give you some context on why what we've been told about life's purpose is a lie. First, I want to get into why I think that the mainstream definition of life's purpose is not useful. The way I saw it in my life was that my life's purpose had to be something that was for the greater good. It had to serve a lot of people. It had to be altruistic. It couldn't be selfish. It had to be something that was generally recognized as being very good, something that was respected. It had to be something that was going to give me some sort of affirmation. Now, that sounds great, right? I think all those things are things that ideally in a career you would find. And so I started from that perspective of searching and searching for something that would fulfill all those criteria. But it can be very overwhelming to start from that and to try to work back and find something that actually fits you, that will fit all those other criteria as well. Another issue with that all-encompassing definition of life's purpose is that it makes it so hard to fail. It means that you have to choose right. And once you've chosen, you can't really go back because you've invested everything. It also means that you kind of decide first what's going to be your life purpose, and then you work towards it. It just takes away a lot of the freedom of trying things, seeing if they fit, seeing if they work for you, seeing if you're good at them. And it makes failure this huge deal. Now, story time. Because I was obsessed with finding my life's purpose. It was my ultimate goal. I wanted to find that one thing that would drive my life and that I would never regret, and that would be easy and fun, successful, and make me enough money to live on, and I could just do that. And at some point I realized that I was intimidated. I couldn't move forward because I was so scared of choosing wrong. One of the key moments in my path was a conversation I had with an aunt of mine. I was considering going to culinary school, and I told her, but what if it's a mistake? What if it's not really what I want to do? What if I'm just choosing completely wrong? And she just said, it's not going to be a mistake. It's not going to be a mistake. You're going to learn things. You are going to move forward. You're going to find out. Otherwise, you're going to be left wondering. And it was true. There were so many things where I would wonder if it was for me. And without trying it out, I could never know. Now, when she said that to me, I also realized something else. I realized that I could always change again. And this was something that felt scary to me as someone who had already chosen one career path and had decided that it wasn't really for me. And I felt like the second time I chose, I had to be right. I had to not be making a mistake. I had to prove something, not just to myself, but also to other people. And realizing that even if I went to culinary school and I didn't like it, even if I started working in the industry and I didn't like it, I could still change, and I would still have experience that would be so valuable to me in the future. So for me, the key moment was when I realized that life's purpose isn't something that you just find. It's something that you build towards. It's something that you choose. It's something that you learn. And the only way of really learning is by doing. Now, how can you apply this in your life? Because maybe it's still a question of, okay, even if I break it down into smaller chunks, how do I move forward? How do I choose? So personally, I would give you 3 tips that would hopefully help you choose activities that will build towards a future that you want to create. Tip number 1 would be forget about finding your life's purpose now. What you want are actionable steps that are actually manageable. The way this would play out practically is that you can say, what is my 6 months purpose? What is a skill or what are things that I would have liked to have done in the next 6 months or year? 1 year or 6 months gives you a chunk of time where you have the space to really explore a new hobby or activity or something that you think could be a new career path and actually improve in it. After that time, you can reevaluate and decide, okay, I've done this much progress, I have enjoyed it this much, and this is or isn't something that I actually want to pursue. Breaking it down in this way might sound like, oh, I'm going to lose 6 months of my time or a year of my time. But action is always better than inaction. That's really something I've learned. Once you're doing, you can really know if the fantasy is real or not. Tip number 2 is be open to mistakes. Be ready to choose things that aren't what you like. In the whole startup culture, there's this idea of fail fast. And I really believe this is something that we can apply in our own lives. It means like we can have an idea of what something will be like, but it's not until you really try it and see, okay, I'm actually good at this. This is actually something that I can do every day. And even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, I still want to do it, even the boring part. Tip number 3, and the last one for today, is something that I learned from Robert Greene's book. The main idea is that you go back to the activities that you did when you were a kid. Take a look at what you did when nobody was looking. It didn't matter what was a good career or a bad career. It just mattered that you were in the flow. And when you're a child, you just have this intuitive notion of the things you want to do or don't want to do. For me, I know that was cooking. When I was a kid, I was cooking. It was cookies and banana bread, and I could just bake all day long. For other people, it might be painting or gardening or other forms of creative expression. Maybe they did math in their free time. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. You have to look at what you are good at and what you have passion about. That's it for today's video. If these topics are something that you think a lot about, if you're looking to change career, if you've already changed career, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment, letting me know what it's been like for you. Let me know what you are thinking of changing career to, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi.